Uh, Dear sir, Mr. Adam Bodnar, mm, I apologize for doing this kind of ways of presentation myself to your office and to you. I am really sorry because it's not usual. It's not usual that people are defending themselves by presenting some English skills, by recording movies. In other than original language, but this is the way I have found. This is the way I have found to present my case and to defend myself. As far as I know, also one of the reasons why, which I could use as an argument of accusation against accusations of suffering with schizophrenia paranoidum is the thing which I have which I have sent in the message in the previous movie. I guess the second one, not the first one or second one. I'm not sure. This is the third movie. I'm sorry. I'm just losing myself in these whole movies and graphic programs. You know, I'm very active about my case as far as you can understand it. I hope. So in order to actually apologize for the unusual way of presenting my side of the story of my life and defend myself, I decided to do that. I decided to spend my whole days chasing to collect a set of movies, documents, sounds, I don't know what else. This is why I have recorded a prosecutor, Mrs. Pecina. This is why I choose to do all these graphics before in the case. I'm pretty sure that I have kind of I have managed to send you in previous case and to your office quite intensive scale of me being normal, and this is how I'm continuing to do that. All these informations, of course, I'm just sending you in English language in very general, with very general description. Now I just don't, I am able to describe my case from the beginning to the end, from the no, I guess it was October of 2015. I am able to do that. However, I am not doing it because it doesn't mean much. I am to do that. I am able to do that in English language, but the reason why I have decided to record the third movie in here for you and send to your office by on the memory card or by link on YouTube is to defend another thing. I know it's funny. I know you won't be able to maybe. Well, I hope you don't read that very bad in a negative way, but this is my picture, which I have drew. I drew that picture a few months ago when I was preparing to do some exhibition, because one of the ladies in this wonderful city, Zielona Góra, gave me that chance, and she said that I can do that. This gallery is closed right now, and I don't know. I don't have a relation with that lady anymore at this moment. But I would like to show you that picture. You see, I drew that picture by a pencil, and it wasn't my best. I drew that on my knees, actually. I mean, on the table, but it's expression. I drew that on my knees. I did that on my knees, which means that I did that in a free way. I haven't been preparing myself and putting all my best into that. That means that I just did that as a sketch, as a practice for sketch, without thinking about any exhibition or anything. It's a freestyle kind of. As you see in here, how my hand works with the pencil. You see all these shadows in here, and the perspective, and few other things. I just thought that I can. It's worth to mention, because to create a drawing like this, you also need, especially in a fast way, as a sketch, just for a kind of fun. You need really have a clear in here, you know. And I do have a clear in here. If you know what I mean, that means that I am normal and not ill or sick. That also means that I am, that's also one of the arguments which I am putting to you, to defend myself. I just have enough of this. I have enough. I would like to go freely and have my own simple life, because my life is too complex right now. It's complex from the moment when my father died, but I was hoping that I will have a clear, some kind of new beginning. But it didn't happen. I came back in here, and the team of Biegłe Sądowe, I mean, I don't know, probably I would find this word in internet, and I would be able, with no problems, to translate that word, the Zespół Biegłych Sądowych. However, I didn't do that, so I apologize, I don't know that word. I would like to just to explain you, or express how much I am suffering right now because of that case. I could give you thousands of examples, maybe hundreds, of my sanity and actually very useful skills, starting from a driving license, which I don't have right now, through drawing skills, artistic skills, through the way I live. Well, I think I did that already. I just sent you many photos in the previous case. How do I live? So you know how do I live. And also I could give you more examples through the two mentioned a second ago, and up to hundreds of letters written by me. This one, for example, I mean, as a proof of my sanity. This one, for example, is for the Institute of Medicine and Work, and of Medicine of Work, and Health and Social Health, I guess, in Sosnowiec. This is the letter I have written. I have wrote actually for that commission before the driving license examination. I mean, it wasn't a driving license examination, but it was some kind of special psychiatric treatment, which was undertaken by me, by my money, by 900 zlotych. It cost me actually 1,600 if you would add the costs of traveling to Sosnowiec and other things. And that letter I have written in order to, I mean, before the original decision about me not having driving license has been given to me. I have wrote that letter in a quite similar way as I was writing letters to your office in 2017. Well, I'm not sure do you remember that, dear sir, but I have also, when I sent you a letter in 2017 to your office, directly to your desk, I did a similar way. In the similar way, I put that one of the pictures of me. You can see it in here, holding actually that letter on the picture. I have sent that in the similar way because I have learned that this might help. Well, it helped in your office, but it didn't help with them too much. I mean, they gave me some chance to hold my driving license in 1 year time from now. I mean, they gave me a negative opinion about me being able to drive car, which is blatantly false and fake and not have anything to do with reality of my life. But they also sent me to another check, which in this case would be another chance to get that right to drive cars. And they sent me to the same institute, the same institution, which where I was actually a year ago described in the worst negative way you can actually imagine. What I mean by the worst negative way of description of the person is the fact that local psychiatrist in here gave me not one opinion, which he could do, but he actually gave me 3 opinions, which was about the same actually person, which is me. 3 opinions about me, but in a different, according to a different issue, I would say. That's how his politic was about. His name is Dr. Jabłoński in a WOMP. It's an institution, WOMP, Wojewódzki Ośrodek Medycyny Pracy. He gave me 3 different opinions. First one as a drugman, as a junkie. Second one as a alcoholic, and third one as a mentally ill. Till that moment, that was the worst example of that kind of activity in my life made by a doctor of psychiatry. I mean, the team of biegłych, Dr. Czekaj and Dr. Jastrzębska, gave the kind of beginning of that horrible experience which I am right now in March of 2016. And from that moment, there was another doctor who did even worse thing than this team of doctors. This team of doctors wasn't so evil as Mr. Jabłoński. You have that interview, 2 interviews actually, 18th of February 2017 and 28th of February 2017, recorded. I made the recordings on video and with voice, so you can hear both of these meetings by yourself, and it's added to that memory card which I have sent to your office. So you can actually compare his opinion to the reality of that interview with that doctor. You can, thanks to that recording, you can compare informations which I was giving to that doctor, or I was trying to give to that doctor, because he almost disallowed me to finish maybe 95% of all the reasons, arguments and sentences I was trying to put to him, and he really did the same thing as a team of biegłe, Mrs. Czekaj and Mrs. Jastrzębska. I don't know how to describe in the most peaceful way what they did to my life, but I have been actually put into the situation where I have to beg for help, which I'm doing it right now. I hope you will help me somehow. I don't know how can you do that, because the law says one thing, but the nature of human nature and all these problems which many people are going through, or myself sometimes in life, just like on this example of my life, you see that it's not comparable with rules of law in every case, which means that I'm sorry for saying so, but I will try to really explain that in a. I mean, I'll try to give you example. I'm sorry for putting that example. In my case, I am no politician. I am no guy. I am not connected with the government of Poland in any ways. But I'll give you that example because this is the clearest one. I hope you will just have it and understand, appreciate that, sir. Mr. Morawiecki, it's a new Prime Minister of Poland, and I would bring that example to you. There's one interview I have seen when he was questioned or interviewed by one of the politicians, I guess from different country. I don't know. I forgot the name of that politician, but Mr. Morawiecki was trying to say exactly the same thing which I said to you right now a second ago, that the rule of law is very important, but the law does not always covers every issue of human life. And obviously Mr. Morawiecki was his meaning was about some big issue, some country issue, maybe some politics. I'm not sure what was that all about exactly. And it's not comparable, that issue which he was talking about. I'm sure it's not comparable with problems in my personal life and the problem which I have with doctors. However, it describes very clearly and it brings a clear message which I could use asking you for help. The message is that, and I can only hope that you will understand it by this example of interview with Mr. Morawiecki. That message means that the rules of law are not always comparable with issues of people's problems, which means that the law does not cover some problems which people can cause to themselves, even just like myself. And there's no other law which can cover or unreveal, just like in my case, the past, and can sort it out. I am pretty sure that I might have a big problem to the rest of my life, and I hate it. I can't live. It's not even about me hating it or not. It's just a great injustice has happened, and I am pretty aware. I mean, actually, I am very aware. I'm just aware that that issue, that the fact that the law does not cover everyone's issues in life, and sometimes is just almost impossible to unreveal some things and do some changes in someone's life according to his past. But also I am aware that it's also possible, and I just don't know how to put these things to the table, because I'm very sure that if someone powerful like you would really, like your office, would really like to help me, you would have to start from the beginning, which is probably 2005 in my case, trying to unreveal the informations and put everything backwards, or to change everything, to change the notes in court papers, that I am not ill, that was mistake, the information was false, and because of that, blah blah blah. This could go on and forever and ever, and I am not even a person who, I am not a son of Prime Minister or anything like that. You know, probably no one would do that for me, and no one would put so much money of taxpayers in risk, and so much no one would put jobs of these doctors in risk as well. I am aware of that, but also I am putting that information to your office and to you right now with full trust. I am sharing with you that I am aware of the issues. I am aware of problems which could happen in case if someone would like to clear my name out. But I'm doing it because I have a hope that you will help me somehow. No, yeah. My girlfriend sent me a message. Very nice one. Dear sir, I'm really begging you, in the name of my future, in the name of my life and happiness and rights. That's a bit funny, right? I'm seriously, as you see, I have some skills. As you see, I'm not an idiot. As you see, I'm not ill person. Please, help me to bring my rights back. Please help me to stop prosecuting me stronger and more by Mrs. Pecina, and please help me with the driving license. Please help me to stop losing money, and if it's possible, please help me to sort this justice out, because I'm gonna finish my life with debts, huge debts, and unhappiness, and even more than that. The details of that bad future which prosecutors want to put on me, I have briefly described with the previous movie. Dear sir, I am a person who is not perfect, but I am really not suffering with anything, and I have a strong feeling of justice, maybe too strong. But I am also a man of passion, and I am valuable, at least for myself and few people. I don't know what else I can tell you. How in different way I can beg you for help. I really do. And I'm asking you. Because according to that case which I have allegedly won, which I won allegedly, something could be done. But I mean, I'm not saying that your office did not help me, because you did, and there's no way that I can describe it in a negative way. However, because of the nature of my case, it didn't work. It didn't work. The court tricked me. The court tricked your office as well. That's how I see it. That's how I feel it. Even my lawyer, Mr. Smykowski, did not felt previously in this way. He thought, at least that's what he told me, that I should stop and look forward now and everything will be fine. But I was trying to tell him just exactly in the 12th of May 2017, when I won that case, I was trying to express my feelings, and I was trying to make him aware that this case didn't finish as it should. I have not been given any explanation, any base of the script or description in any ways of any base which that decision was taken under, that decision of releasing me from that ubezwłasnowolnienie. He did not believe me when I was trying to tell him that the court tricked me and tricked everyone. I felt like this, but I was too tired to fight and appeal. I guess I was having 28 days to appeal after that. if I would do that, probably I would finish that case, and also maybe I would be able also to finish or sort out the um, the administration treatment, which took my driving license away, and maybe I would have driving license today in my hands. I could go and work, no problem. But it didn't happen, and I think it's the law is a bit too much for me to handle. I mean, even if I feel that I have learned a lot and I have won a lot, because I really do a lot in this case, in the past, even when I was actually standing against many things, every time I felt that I have learned something new, I felt happy. Even when I was negative, I felt that I have learned something, I won something. But the law is so complex that right now I can tell you that every time when I was winning, feeling a bit satisfied with myself and other things, I was finding just next day that it was actually a top of the mountain or just a drop in the sea, and I am too old and I am unable physically and mentally to overcome the problem. That is why I am sending you that message, hoping that you will just help me to initially save my life and save my future. I hope that message will comes across as understood, and I do appreciate your help, sir, and your time. Thank you very much. And at the end, I will show you that I was not reading from any paper. Okay? Because even if I would be able to read so fluently, that would mean that I have a skill anyway. Well, I speak from my head. I speak from my heart. Thank you. All the best. Bye.